The Twitter files on free speech suppression soon to be published on Twitter itself. The public deserves to know what really happened. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Elon Musk has thrown down the gauntlet. He's officially declared war. He's going to be exposing the collusion between Twitter, presumably the US government, and maybe others as well, putting everything out in the spotlight, in the public eye, on Twitter. I knew this day was coming, and here we fucking are. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath. Elon Musk has declared war on censorship, suppression of ideas, collusion between government and big tech, and singled out Apple. Plus, Morgan Stanley continued to bang the drum on Tesla stock and has some thoughts about the whole Twitter saga as it relates to Tesla. So yeah, just a very light-hearted video today. And in case you're unaware, I continue to go even further down the rabbit hole, and boy, is it a deep one, on my exclusive Patreon content. If you thought this was messy, just wait till you see the latest video I've posted on Patreon today. If you're not already a member, you can join with the card in the corner or the link in the pinned comment. So, how did it come to this? Well, let's see Elon Musk's tweet storm relating to this very saga. First, Elon tweets this. Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Do they hate free speech in America? Spoiler alert, yes, because hating free speech is the current thing. Haven't you heard, Elon? Now, for those of you who don't have a very long memory and or didn't see the video, I called this out. Might have been a Patreon exclusive, but I explicitly stated many months ago, Apple over the long term is doomed. The company is currently infected with the woke mind virus. They're a money printer, so we're not going to see this flow through to the financials immediately, but it is going to happen. Woke mind virus is a toxic, nasty virus that poisons companies, organizations, and individuals from the inside out. Apple is doomed. It will take a while to play out, but they're absolutely f***ing doomed. This is the latest example of that. This is a gigantic virtue signal from Apple. Of course, they'll just claim, oh, uncertainty, or we just want to f*** off. Apple conforms to the one true narrative, the current thing. Do we support the current thing? Let's make a statement about the current thing. Do we denounce the current thing? Let's denounce the current thing. Oh, some employees walked out. 12 people are really pissed off and waiting for Tim Cook to make a statement about this thing. Otherwise, we feel unsafe. It's an unsafe work environment. Well, we'll just not do any work until Tim Cook says something. Otherwise, we're going to resign and Tim Cook's a gigantic bitch. And we'll just do what the employees demand of him. It's a shame Steve Jobs isn't around to can these fucking morons. So I called this months ago. Apple is doomed. Infected by the woke mind virus, and we'll see this play out. There's more. Much more. Elon Musk, quoting a tweet here, who else has Apple censored? Now let's read the tweet he was quoting. During the plague, Apple demanded our apps filter some search terms from being returned. If we did not filter the terms, our apps would not be allowed in the store. Apple may make good products, but they have been opposed to free speech for some time. Now I'm sure this may surprise some of you, but again, I called this months ago. I mean, hello? People said, you're crazy, man. What are you talking about? I don't understand. But I called it. We're seeing it play out now. Imagine that. I called something ahead of time again. I know I sound arrogant, but I'm just pointing out the facts. This has been obvious to those who are paying attention. And now Elon is shining a gigantic fucking torch in the darkness going, hey guys, look, see? There's more to this story, believe it or not. TechAU replied to this tweet. By the way, cool shirt, bro. Is this really a fight we want to pick? An awful lot of your Tesla customers use iOS to access their cars. If that app gets pulled, it'll significantly impact your ability to sell to Apple customers. Cards are way less convenient than BT entry. Elon Musk responding, in typical large testicled fashion, are you suggesting Apple would use its duopolist powers to hurt Tesla? The subtext in this tweet is also, I actually don't give a fuck, bitches. I'll do what I need to do, even if it hurts a little bit, because that's Elon Musk's modus operandi. And there's plenty more to this tale, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue. Apple has also threatened to withhold Twitter from its App Store, but won't tell us why. I wonder what Apple is doing right now. They're swinging around their gigantic weight. Now, I kind of get a feeling months ago, when Elon first proposed acquiring Twitter, I said something along the lines of, we're going to see a bunch of attacks from the hate-stream media, US politicians, particularly on the left, academia, vapid Hollywood celebrities, we've seen all of these play out, and big tech companies. Oh, and let's not forget Big Pharma. I mean, hello. Apple is threatening now to pull Twitter from the App Store. Why? Because they don't want to lose control of the one true narrative either. Now, I know this sounds like tinfoil hat shit, but I mean, if you've been on my Patreon for a while, I just keep saying shit and then it plays out and you go, oh, he wasn't as crazy as I thought he was. Here again, why would Apple be threatening to withhold Twitter from the App Store? Unless, of course, they're a company currently infected with the woke mind virus, so desperate, bend over and allow its employees to tell them how to run their company, what they need to speak out against and speak out in support of. Going back to my earlier point about Apple being infected by the woke mind virus, case in fucking point. Of course, Elon isn't one to back down when stuff matters, and that's just the way I like it. And we ain't done with this story yet, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. It's even juicier. Elon Musk posting this with a spoiler alert. Did you know Apple puts a secret 30% tax on everything you buy through their App Store? Quote he retweeted here. Apple takes a 30% tax from app developers who make over 1 million through the App Store on an annual basis. Apple's store is the equivalent to a 30% tax on the internet. And this is true. It's obscene. Now, I understand from Apple's point of view, they just want to absolutely take advantage of their huge stranglehold. They can do just about anything they want because you want to be on the Apple App Store, right? Is what it is. But it's also unconscionable. Apple has literally every single app developer for the Apple Store by the balls, bent over, saying, oh yeah, just f me as hard as you want, Apple. I mean, I still want to be on the store, so whatever you need to do, do it. Just be fast and try not to hurt me too much. Now, most people in the general public would have no idea about this. I'm sure plenty of investors and people in the finance world do, but general public probably aren't aware. You buy something, you subscribe, Apple takes a fucking 30% cut. Talk about unreasonable. More proof that Elon's balls are probably larger than yours. Elon Musk reposting a meme that somebody tweeted at him. Brilliant, by the way. Fork in the road. Pay 30%, go to war, Elon. It's just absolutely brilliant. I'm not going to explain this if you don't get it too bad. This is a very clear indication that he's not fucking around here, and he'll choose war over getting fucked in the ass unreasonably, unfairly, and without consent. Hopefully you figured this out about Elon by now already though, right? Most people cower, appease, just do whatever. Not Elon. If something matters, if it's a matter of principles, he'll do whatever it takes, no matter how much pain it'll bring his way. And that's just how he is. And he has nothing but my full respect. Now, many Tesla shareholders get buttered. Oh, stop doing stuff, man. My Tesla stock, stop. You're probably not cut out to own Tesla stock. I'm telling you now, it's going to keep happening. People are packages. You get everything that comes in the package. You can't pick and choose, and this is in Elon's package. Another tweet here. Not from Elon, but Elon responds to this. If anyone can fight Apple with an actual chance of winning, it's Elon Musk. He needs allies though. Who will stand with him? Elon responding, support is greatly appreciated. Just when you thought we were done, oh no. This one from Jason. Just finished my podcast. What did I miss? Obviously, tongue-in-cheek here. It's no accident that he's used Tim Cook in this meme. What a fun morning. Elon Musk responding to what you've missed, Jason. A revolution against online censorship in America. That's right. Go to war meme. Next minute, a revolution against online censorship. This shit is reaching a tipping point. Guess what that means? The most extreme and desperate attacks from, that's right, the fake news, aka the hate stream media, aka some of the purveyors of the one true narrative, the White House administration, the President of the United States, well, the people that control him and what he says. It's going to say what he thinks, but I don't think he thinks, so let's not go there. Big tech companies, big pharma companies. What am I missing? Oh, that's right, vapid Hollywood celebs and those in academia. You can count on it. There's going to be professors putting out research suggesting that Elon Musk's ownership of Twitter is going to oppress this person and that, and it's going to be everywhere. By the way, special shout out to the brain dead celebrity who I'd never heard of, so probably not that much of a celebrity, who recently tweeted that they'd given back their Tesla and bought a VW instead because some shit about Twitter / Elon. What an idiot. Let's not mention the Nazi party founding and the whole Dieselgate thing. Yeah, good move, dickhead. I hope you guys are understanding and reading between the lines here. Elon is not fucking around now. This is serious business. I really believe things are coming to a head. Lex Fridman, reasonably tweeting, Apple should support free speech. Michael Saylor, hope you all mortgaged your house like he said. I won't go there. Monopoly should be subject to the same limits we placed on our government in the Bill of Rights. Make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. Elon responds, absolutely. Especially if done in collusion with the government. Why are we talking about collusion with the government? I kind of feel like Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. The Twitter files on free speech suppression will soon be published on Twitter itself. Sorry for what? I'm trying to connect the dots here. Apple should support free speech. Sounds to me like some shit's about to get exposed. And I mean, big time exposed. Again, let's go back to the original tweet. This is so important. We really need it to sink in. The Twitter files, as in all the evidence Elon Musk has purchased for $44 billion. Oh, you thought he was buying Twitter. He's buying Twitter and evidence. The Twitter files on free speech suppression soon to be published on Twitter itself. The public deserves to know what really happened. By the way, I already know what really happened. You want to know what really happened? The eggplant of the White House was in the throat of Twitter. Twitter's eggplant was in the butt of the US government. And while they were doing their thing and enjoying every moment of it, no one else was allowed to join their party. Some people are unwilling to believe what actually happened, and many people are ignorant to what really happened. And I've been banging the drum on this for the better part of a year now. People call me crazy. People lose their minds. You know, you can't fix stupid. As I said, things are really coming to a head. This is going to be so fucking juicy, you cannot believe it. We're going to see incredible evidence of collusion between Twitter in particular and the White House, the administration. Hey, get this opinion off your website. Hey, censor this. Hey, don't allow people to search for this. Hey, shadow ban these, demote these, boost this, promote this. Oh, you think that would never happen? Well, we're about to fucking see that it did. Now, I'm just speculating, but it's well-informed speculation that'll age very well, and I'll probably clip this video so ahead of time you heard me saying what we'd see, and then we see what we see. Now I know, Steven, just talk about Tesla, bro. Shut up about Twitter already. Every time. Now, just for the record, I don't actually care what you want to see. I do care about what I want to say, which is things that matter. And this really does matter. In fairness, it is time to talk Tesla. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging completely. A new research note from Morgan Stanley, depending on the day. Highly relevant to today's video, actually. Tesla and Twitter survey results. Cautious bias. Price target $330 per share, representing about, give or take, 80% upside from where Tesla stock is now in the next 12 months. And I personally think they're actually really bearish with this price target because the assumptions behind it are embarrassingly low. That said, let's read on because this is really important. Our investor survey reinforces our views that Elon Musk's recent involvement with Twitter has contributed to negative sentiment momentum in Tesla shares. In other words, just to be clear, Morgan Stanley surveyed some investors. Many of these investors believe that the Twitter saga has currently suppressed Tesla's stock price. Now, the question is, what does the Twitter saga have to do with Tesla's competitive advantage, their moats, their technology, their profit margins, their production capacity, nothing, okay? Important to understand this. It has nothing to do with Tesla the business or their execution. If it's true that the noise around Twitter has artificially suppressed the price of Tesla stock, this would suggest that Tesla stock is currently at an artificial discount that isn't at all logical and doesn't at all make any sense. I think the definition of that might be a buying opportunity. Of course, I could be wrong, but that's how I'm personally interpreting this result. So let's read on. And could drive some degree of adverse downside skew to Tesla fundamentals. We see a window of buying opportunity near our $150 bear case. We distributed a survey to our email distribution list comprised of institutional investors and industry experts on Wednesday, the 23rd of November, asking 2 multiple choice questions. Tesla has lost approximately $500 billion, that's $500 billion, of market cap in the past 60 days. Over the same time, the S&P 500 is up around 3%. Question number 1. How much of Tesla's recent underperformance do you attribute to the Twitter situation? The options: none, relatively little, e.g. less than 10% of the underperformance, significant, 20 to 30%, about half, or more than half. And question 2. What impact do you believe Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter will have on Tesla's business going forward? Very negative, slightly negative, neutral, slightly positive, very positive. And Morgan Stanley received 43 responses. Oh, so close. What's that saying? A pie chart is worth 1,000 words, so I won't need to talk too much here. Exhibit 1. How much of Tesla's recent underperformance do you attribute to the Twitter situation? Highlighted in yellow here, more than half, about half, and significant. Roughly 3/4 of respondents, maybe 2/3 give or take, suggest a fairly negative impact from the Twitter situation on Tesla's stock price. Again, something that is completely irrelevant to Tesla, the company, their technology, or their execution. So just keep that in mind. Question 2. What impact do you believe Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter will have on Tesla's business going forward? And again, 2/3 of respondents suggesting either very negative or slightly negative impact. I think these people are fucking mad. I mean, hello, Apple, do we not want to talk about everyone buying iPhones and Apple shit, self-included, despite the issues with the labor? And let's not even talk about that. I think people are getting lost in the media hype train here, the fake news tsunami, the FUD tsunami. They're not actually understanding reality at all. I think over the long term, this is going to have a minimal impact at best. Sure, in the short term, maybe a different story. But the loudest 1% are the people who are giving the impression that a huge number of people actually care about what's going on here. I beg to differ. Survey highlights. Nearly 3/4 of survey respondents believe the Twitter situation has accounted for at least a significant portion of Tesla's recent share price underperformance, which again, if it's irrelevant, that might suggest that the stock is on an artificial, illogical discount. Just saying. Around 40% of respondents believing the Twitter situation has accounted for half or more than half of the recent weakness. Around 65% of the respondents feel that the Twitter acquisition will have negative or slightly negative impact on Tesla's business going forward. I think they're mad. Only 5% of the respondents expect positive impact of Twitter acquisition on Tesla's business going forward, with 30% of the respondents neutral in their response. A few thoughts. What needs to change for Tesla's stock to stop the slide? As we highlighted in last week's note, we see the situation at Twitter potentially exposing Tesla to risks along a number of areas, including consumer sentiment and demand. No, I mean, yeah, if you count like a handful of vapid Hollywood celebrities trying to virtue signal, yeah. But actual consumers, no. And again, there's exceptions. But you have to understand, the 0.01% of people were so desperate to be approved of by others that they'll loudly boycott Tesla and literally buy a steaming pile of excrement just so they're not driving around a Tesla just to show what a good person they are. There's not that many insecure morons out there. They do exist, but they're irrelevant in the scheme of things. Commercial partnerships, government relations support, you mean, yeah, like, my life. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, the current administration in the US hates Tesla. They refuse to say Tesla, refuse to say Elon, don't invite Tesla to the EV summit. And by the way, some brain dead morons in the comments who explain, that's totally, I mean, Tesla's already making lots of EVs, why would you invite them? Anyone who had that response is too dumb to be watching this channel. Like, honestly, if you don't understand that they didn't bring Tesla, they didn't laud them, they didn't hold them up as an example of what to do. Fully electric, they've pioneered. Congratulations, Tesla. They're leading the way. Good on them. Let's follow after Tesla. If you don't understand the significance of the White House snubbing Tesla intentionally, you're way too dumb to be on this channel. I'm sorry. Please just unsubscribe and don't ever come back. I mean that. That's a rule in my life. At least no dangerously stupid morons, and that is definitely you. You can be wrong, you can make mistakes, but if your thinking's that broken, you're so stupid you are dangerous, and I don't like dangerously stupid people anywhere near me, even on the interwebs. It's so hilarious, by the way. Most YouTubers are like, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Please also subscribe, and I'm like, get the f off my channel, bitch. Of course, just like Elon, I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, government relations and support. What support? And of course, China's a different situation. Europe's a different situation. But right now, the US, there's no support from the US government at all. And capital market support, which as I've discussed, unnecessary. They're self-funding from this point. While difficult to quantify, we believe there must be some form of sentiment circuit breaker around the Twitter situation to calm investor concerns around Tesla. And should there be such a circuit breaker, I think Morgan Stanley are implying that Tesla stock will go back to reality, or at least catch up for what's been lost, so to speak, from the Twitter distraction. Why do we still recommend Tesla? Tesla is the only name we cover that generates a profit before incentives on the sale of EVs. Tesla is the only self-funding pure play EV name we cover and has achieved a unique position to secure supply of the battery metals and related upstream supply necessary to produce EVs at multi-million unit scale. And this is an important one. In a slowing economic environment, we believe Tesla's gap to competition can potentially widen. Correct. Hard times will allow Tesla to pull even further into the lead. The current price offers approximately 80% potential upside to our 330 price target, which is the highest upside to target we have seen from Tesla in over 5 years. At the current share price of near $180, Tesla trades at approximately 15 times 2023 EBITDA and 28 times 23 PE. By the way, again, these are massive underestimates, so the multiples are even lower and even more absurd, even, quote, cheaper, in my opinion. Compared with many other EV exposed names under our coverage, we believe Tesla shares offer an attractive risk-adjusted return and valuation. Risk-adjusted return, what is it? Something, but yeah, I kind of feel like this sounds familiar for some reason. Just to recap, Tesla stock appears, at least according to Morgan Stanley, to be on a major and totally illogical discount. And hey, I tend to agree. I'm buying with every spare cent and licking my lips at the insane buying opportunity. And Elon Musk has officially declared war. The shit is about to hit the fucking fan. You guys have no idea. No, seriously. Elon's going to be exposing the collusion between Twitter and the US government and maybe many others as well. This is going to be juicy as fuck. In addition, he's officially declared war on Apple. Apple threatening to pull Twitter from the App Store, not giving a reason. Why? Because they're just trying to virtue signal to their woke employees and the rest of the world. They're a good company, please buy our products and let's ignore all the labor issues. Don't even say that. Don't even say that. Because look, you might not be able to download Twitter and therefore we're a good company. Keep buying our shit and don't ask questions. The attacks directed toward Elon Musk and Tesla in particular are going to ramp up to 11 out of 10 levels. You ain't seen nothing yet. Expect them to come from vapid Hollywood celebrities, academia, the fake news, the hate stream media, those on the political left, not all but many, competing big tech companies who are scared shitless. Maybe this guy can pull it off, and instead of just bending over and letting the government tell us exactly what to do, he might be able to succeed without doing that. And if that's true, we're in big fucking trouble. And no doubt there'll be some big pharma companies that find some way to also get involved. I'm just telling you guys now, so once again, I can say I told you so when it plays out. So, fair warning, the attacks are going to reach a whole new level of insane in the coming days, weeks, and maybe months. But the good news is, Elon Musk is not only ready, but extremely well prepared for war. And I certainly wouldn't want to be on the opposing side. Let's just leave it there. And in case you guys don't know, I do spend a little bit of time on Patreon talking about Tesla, but there's a lot of other stuff as well, which predominantly consists of me saying this is going to happen, and then months later, like today, it happens. So if you kind of want a bit of a pseudo time machine and a bit of an insight into some things that are obviously going to occur in the future as it relates to Elon, Tesla, Twitter, free speech, and so on, head over to Patreon and watch some of the videos in the archive, over 220 of them. And I very much look forward to reading your comments on future YouTube videos going, holy f***, dude, you did it again. You literally said this was going to happen, and it happened. Again, I'm so glad I joined your Patreon so I could know what was going to happen before it happened. And in all seriousness, guys, I'm not actually joking. Love ya.